Hello all, let's try something new. This game isn't out in the wild yet, but it was this at Essen Spiel this weekend, and I was one of the late night demo crew. So let's take a look at Maglev Metro from Bezier Games. There is a version of it on Tabletopia, which is here. There is also a version on Tabletop Simulator. Okay. I there's the two versions that work pretty well. Um, I honestly prefer Tabletopia. Tabletop Simulator isn't bad. You can put a lot of stuff on there, but Tabletopia, you don't lose pieces. Stuff typically falls less through reality. So let's start with this one. So what the heck is Maglev Metro? Well, we're in the future, and we've gone past the days where people have to go from through the grind. Now, a lot of work is done by robots, but there are still people you need to transport throughout the city. So we have the future city of Berlin and the future city of New York, and we operate different railway companies. But this is also like modern railways. You don't just block each other. So unlike other railway games where once I put a track through an area, you're out, you can just put tracks right next to each other. So here's the Berlin map. And basically, on your turn, you get to do actions. You always have 1 to 2 actions available, and these actions are, let's put this nice proper, putting down track. And you'll notice here you have one filled in spot, but there are additional areas you can put stuff down. So you can put down, whenever you take the lay tracks action, you can put one down, and as you put more people into here, this is not the right kind of person, but we'll put them here for a second. Now I could put down 2 tracks at a time. So lay track, move from station to station. You can move between any number of track links to the next station. So go to 1 station, 2, 3, 4. How many people you can carry on the train at a time, how many people you can pick up, how many you can drop off. You can also, when you go to a station, you can put more people into the station by reaching into the mystery back and drawing out random colored meeples. You can also remove the robots around. There are these silver, gold, and tan robots that have different functions, and you drop them off just like other passengers. But you can also move them around. You also can unlock the ability to build stations and turn your train around. So in your game, you'll take these actions, laying tracks between places. So let's put down some track. So if I take the track action, I've built between these places. So I could go to here as an action. I can also build different amounts of stuff. So let's say I wanted to build this way instead. Now this would cost me 2 uses of the build action, or I'd have to take 2 actions. But I can put down tracks and go here as an action. And I can pick these people up. You'll notice they're different colored meeples. I can then move them or go to this other place and drop them off. When I drop them off, I can put them on my player board in any place that is their color. So I can unlock extra actions. I can unlock the ability to take actual people. Silver, gold, and bronze are robots, but pink, purple, red, and coral, um, those are people. They need to go to different locations. So it's picking up and dropping off people. Um, the robots get you more actions and abilities, but the pink purple give you points. So every pink is worth 1. I think this is lavender or coral is worth 1. Red and purple are worth 2. If you put 3 here of a type, you get 1 extra victory points per person. You can also, there are bonus point cards, which are over here, and you're dealt 3 in the starter game, 4 in the regular. So you get for people, this is you get 1 point per copper robot. This is if you create a direct link between stuff. This is if you curve directly into a station. This is if you do certain actions on your board. Other cool things. Otherwise, it's just move around, pick up, drop off. But I don't block. So the if the blue player wants to come over here, he can too. And this is the kind of the crux of this game that makes it cool and new. Just like in modern railways, like if you go through New York today, the railways don't just block each other off. So most railways can go same direction. I just can't have multiple come through the same tile. So we end up creating maps where we drive around between these places, picking up and dropping off, trying to score the most points. You can't start getting these people until you unlock their stations. So you have to put the people down on here by dropping them off at their stations. And when you unlock these, the new meeples go in the bag and you can start building these stations to drop them off. Game ends when there's at least one of every station on the board and all the meeples are out of the bag. So it feels kind of complicated, but honestly, when we go through it, the mechanics are pretty simple. It's choose actions, do actions, move tiles around. These acrylic tiles are really kind of cool. Um, so in terms of mechanics, I give it a 4.75 out of 5. Now, it's not like other train games. This is a definite departure. Okay, this is a small map and there's no blocking. So that's a big thing. Like I'm used to Ticket to Ride where I got to find the choke points and I'm going to block people and all this stuff. And you can't do that here. It's a definite new thinky kind of game. Not bad, just you have to really think about that. In terms of theme, it feels like a modern railway game. You know, I don't block people. I'm going to different places. So I give it a 5 out of 5. I like what's here. The rules, this is where I ran into some issues with my first few playthroughs. We'll pop over to Tabletop Simulator really quick. In the New York Manhattan, when you set the game up, it tells you put stuff on these tiles. So we'll put them on there real quick. Easy enough. Well, there's these three left. Where do they go? They're not in the game. So you have to really pay attention to what the rules say. And I think it's a little vague. The words, it's a little wordy, that kind of stuff. Like you put both the other tiles out, but why not the other ones? So it just, you do exactly what it says. Okay. So once you get it down, it's pretty good. I didn't have to, rush through Board Game Geek to find all the solutions, but 4.75 out of 5. Execution, honestly, I'm only playing the digital versions, but what I've seen, I like. This player board, the meeples fit on here well. Like, oh, there's 3 colors for this first spot. To lay extra train tracks, I get one for free. This, I can put anybody, then I got to put silver guys down. Oh, to move, one of anybody, then gold. Oh, capacity is anybody. Pickup is one of anybody, then bronze. So it's pretty self-explanatory. This tableau works great. The tiles work great. All the stuff works great. Um, something fun when you have in Tabletop Simulator where you have your stuff and you start putting meeples in there. Okay, it does some weirdness, and then like you end up like rocketing things all over the board. So when I've played this, it's been a lot of fun. But honestly, I like what I see. So I give it a 5 out of 5. Overall, really solid game. I love it. 98%. I can't wait to get a physical copy. I'm glad I got to play this in the midnight runs of this game. Something you really should all check out. Bezier Games knocked it out of the park. I like their games. I've been looking for more Euros from them because, everybody plays Werewolf, but I like a little bit meatier stuff, and this is some good meaty. The standard middleweight Euro, your friends and family won't, get bogged down with the rules because you know them. Pick up, deliver, lay tracks, cute acrylic tiles. If you can teach them how to use, Tabletop Simulator or Tabletopia, you're going to be able to play real fast. I'm Ed for Throw Punch Games at Throw Punch G on Twitter, Throw Punch Games on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as long as it's around. Thanks for watching.